Let's start with the band. I mean, nobody knows you so far in Montreal, so
yeah, obviously.
Well, I mean, you're giving your first show tonight, so that's pretty good. How did the whole thing started? I mean, what we usually hear about Chicago is the blues scene.
Yeah. Well, there's been the music scene in Chicago was really dead about 5 or 6 years ago. And usually, when it's dead, then bands start to want to do something. So now you have, Urge Overkill, Jesus Lizard.
You have all the wax tracks, kind of dance stuff. That's very big too.
But it's not a thriving music scene at all.
I thought we were not supposed to talk about other bands.
That's right.
Yeah. That's right. How did your whole thing start? How did it start? I mean, how did Smash? Yeah, how did the Smashing Pumpkins came alive?
I used to have a band and it was really horrible. We broke up, and then I decided that okay, I want to have a band like this and not like this, and then that's how I kind of formed the band.
Did you have an idea in mind musically when you started, what you wanted to do and what you didn't want to do?
More so like a theoretical idea than like a musical idea. Like I wanted to be open so that we could play whatever kind of music we wanted to play, so it wasn't like just rock or just whatever.
Well, this is something that we can notice when we listen to the cassette. There are moments which are much more up-tempo, let's call it this way, and you have other moments that are a lot smoother, and sometimes within the same song.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of dynamics in a lot of our songs.
It wasn't so much a musical idea, it's just like a head thing.
Where did you take not your influences, but I mean, do you relate to some moments in the music history? Let's say.
Well, 60s, but we're not in like a Lenny Kravitz retro way, More like in a mindset, that it's okay to play different types of music, that you don't have to be just a rock band, I mean, the great bands like Jefferson Airplane or Led Zeppelin, I mean, they played all styles of music, and that's how we want to be, because that way the band can grow and change, and it doesn't. If you decide you don't want to be 100% rock band, you're not stuck. You don't have to break up the band and go form another band just to play another style of music.
Did it come naturally to have that particular sound, that particular Smashing Pumpkins sound, or did you have to work on it really? And do you have to stop sometimes and say, "Oh, we're going too far now"?
Well, we went through a lot of different types of phases where our set kind of reflected different types of rock or different types of tangents we're on, but yeah, after a while we honed it down to what's on the album.
I mean, if it's anything, if you start with this, okay, let's play any type of music you want to play, and it's going to take you a while to kind of go. It took a while, but I mean, it was natural in the sense that every time we'd start to go down a road that we were uncomfortable with, we'd know that it was wrong.
Yeah. After a while, we just canned the song.
Okay. Did you have a lot of material to pick on? To do that first album? How did you choose the material that's on this first album? Is it representative of the Smashing Pumpkins?
I think it's definitely representative, but I knew we were going to make an album, so I was very much thinking in terms of an album the whole time. So there were a lot of songs that we would start to play that I knew that weren't going to make the record, that we would just discard because I didn't want to bother.
Then what did you have in mind? What was important for you to put on the album so that people get to know you?
I wanted to reflect all the emotions of the band, A lot of people just want to hear rock music, and I think that's kind of boring. We can play rock music all day, but if you go through a day, sometimes you'll be happy, sometimes you'll be sad, like symbolic of life, not like in this, this God way or anything. Just
Yeah.
You feel different things, and I wanted the album to make people feel different things and not just one thing.
Are you like some people that think that on an album you have like two levels, the lyrical level and the musical level?
Well, for me, they're totally intertwined. I don't separate the two. That's why I didn't print my lyrics. I mean, to me, they're all tied together. It's like a painting. You can't just take one element out of it. It's what you see is what you get. That's kind of how I think of it.
Is there any statement behind your lyrics? I know this is always the awkward question, but I mean, what do you like talking about?
We don't have any political statements.
The statement is individualistic. It's think for yourself and be yourself. If anything, if anybody wants to draw anything, that's what I would draw from it.
Tell me about the first video we have. It's Siva. That's it. I mean, did you have anything in mind when you did it? I mean, sometimes, I mean, there's a concept behind it. Some of the bands just say, well, just shoot us as we play and take some weird images or whatever. What did you have in mind to do this first video?
It was more like I knew like what images I wanted to use, and then and I said I don't care what song it's for. I mean, we knew what the video was going to be before we knew what song we were going to do the video for. Yeah.
And what about these images?
They're just like my little personal God-fearing images. You know?
Yeah. Did you feel that people could relate to the video when they see it?
I don't really care if they do or they don't, you know. See, I think when you start thinking whether people are going to understand what you're doing, that's a mistake. You just do what you can do, and you make it the best you can make it. And I think if it's beautiful, even if people don't understand it, they'll still be drawn to it. You know, sometimes you see a painting and you don't understand what it's about, but it's still beautiful. That's kind of how I think of it.
What about the chemistry within the band, within all four of you?
There's an interesting cooking pot. There's tension and there's harmony.
Well, mostly tension though.
Yeah. Well, how is it on the stage?
It can be really great and sometimes not.
Yeah. It's very electric. I mean, we're all kind of one-minded, you know.
Okay. And finally, is there maybe another video, another single? Since we're video television, maybe when we have something else for you, we might use this as part of the interview. If you have something else to announce, a scoop, whatever.
Scoop. Late breaking.
There's been talk of another video, but I'm not so sure about that. Okay. Because I'm not. It's not that I'm unhappy with the video we made, but I think we could have made a better video.
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna be on tour for a while, and if we want to be more involved in the process, it'd probably be one of those horrible on-tour videos where everybody's sleeping on the bus or something.
Yeah, you know, where they show the band on stage a lot. You know, we don't want to make one of those kind of videos.
Okay, fine, great. Okay, you're just going to give me your names before we finish that so I can put your name down.
James, guitar.
Billy, Payne.
Okay, okay, is there anything else you might want to... Is there something you might want to say that we might have skipped or no?
I think you covered it.
Cigarettes cost too much in Canada.
Okay. Cigarettes. Would you like to make the ID yourself for the introduction of this thing? Just say hi. This is James and
that's his
and Billy from the Smashing Pumpkins. And last night we were at Foufones Électriques or something like that.
Oh,
right then, Alex, he can't even pronounce it though.
Club.
Huh?
Well, how do you say it? Fufu what?
Well, if you don't know the name, let's say that last time. Well, just
you're gonna have videotape of us, you telling us what to say, and then you're just gonna show that, and us going,
yeah. Well, I'll have to say it in French, you know. Okay. Well, maybe I could do it with you. You're from Chicago. You're a brand new young band. Brand new young band.
Are you gonna say in French?
No. I'll let you do it. I'll let you hold the microphone, say, hi, this is James and Billy, we're from the Smashing Pumpkins, and for the first time, we're in Montreal or something like that. Maybe you don't know us yet, but we might be eventually the greatest band in the world. Something funny, you know?
Hi, I'm James from the Smashing Pumpkins, and this is...
Billy from the Smashing Pumpkins. And you don't know this, but James is the biggest rock star in Japan right now. Bigger than Cheap Trick ever was. And you're watching MusiquePlus.
And we're going to be your friends here in Montreal.
Could you do it maybe just another time within 10 seconds? That would be, I can use that.
Hi, my name is James.
All right, whenever you want.
We'll do it quicker.
The camera.
Hi, my name is James. I'm from the Smashing Pumpkins, and this is...
Billy from the Smashing Pumpkins, and you're watching MusiquePlus, and you're watching our new video, Shiva. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, that's okay. I think I can use that. Okay. What time will you be on stage?
Serré.
Ouais.
Au début.
Ok, c'est bon.
Fait qu'on te voit juste
Ok.
le visage comme ça, là je sors, puis quand tu descends, on te voit un plan ici.
Ok.
Les jambes.
The Smashing Pumpkins, c'est un jeune groupe de Chicago qui faisait paraître récemment un premier album. Il s'intitulant Gish. Le groupe s'inspire fortement. Ok, ça marche.
Ok.
Si je commence comme ça.
Non, plus par là. Ok. Dans 5.
The Smashing Pumpkins, c'est une jeune formation rock de la ville de Chicago qui... Oups! Excuse-moi là, mais c'est comme...
Dans 5.
The Smashing Pumpkins, c'est une jeune formation rock de Chicago qui nous proposait il y a très peu de temps un premier album intitulé Gish, un album sur lequel on retrouve de la musique rock inspirée fortement des années 60 et des années 70. Et pour la première fois, le groupe était à Montréal au Foufones Électriques. Ça va de l'air?
C'est pas pire.
C'est pas pire?
Un safe, mais on va être correct.
OK. Quand je veux?
Dans 5.
The Smashing Pumpkins, c'est une jeune formation rock de la ville de Chicago qui nous proposait tout dernièrement un premier...
Dans 5.
The Smashing Pumpkins, c'est une jeune formation rock de la ville de Chicago qui nous offrait dernièrement un premier album intitulé Gish, sur lequel on retrouve un rock inspiré des années 60 et des années 70. Et pour la première fois, The Smashing Pumpkins était de passage à Montréal au Foufones Électriques.